inside Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 31 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll step up, and he will score! Baker Mayfield, touchdown Buccaneers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Whoa! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
So this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And it's complete to A.J. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On play action, Hurts. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Irvin. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Right back to Irvin. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at that 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mayfield. And he's in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
1st and 10. To the air again. Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts again. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. That's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 14-7 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They'll come up to 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind, as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10.
Eagles 10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Zach Ball, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 7. To throw is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Throwing is Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Eagles 10.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down throw for Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up. Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
To return is Johnson. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. It's Otten in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 20-yard pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On first down is Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Left side, he's got Egbuka. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They hook up again, second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. Looking for Egbuka. He's got it again. And he'll take this one in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown Buccaneers.
And what a fitting to this drive, Mike, it only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Eagles 10.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Second down, they need 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Here's Barkley, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17.
17.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That's Ibuka in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans.
It's now second and 10.
And it'll be second down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
A second down throw for Mayfield. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Tampa Bay. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, yeah. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Now Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there to start the second half. 33 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Philadelphia.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air again. Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal at the
It's a
1-yard
gain
line.
of 29, and it's first and goal.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Elliott now for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
Buccaneers 28, Eagles 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. Yeah. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Mayfield to the tight end, Otten with the go. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up second.
So the
and
hope
4.
is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
This is Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to run it, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Give him 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. How are you guys doing?
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Hassan Reddick there to make the play.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on the handoff. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have an Eagles first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Jacob Parrish on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 6. Once again, it's Barton. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Now it's Hurts. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Buccaneers 28.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. There's that man again. Another catch for 40. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mayfield. He'll try to run for it. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Mayfield to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in! Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bucs have taken a 4-point advantage.
Buccaneers 35, Eagles 31.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's right side. He's got count to Terrace. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Forced to his right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Barkley on the handoff. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Hurts. He runs with it.
Jalen Hurts scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 7 and an Eagle 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
4th down.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
That's Goddard in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in by Dotson.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Buccaneers 35.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Tucker. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's now
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, I'd be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
good for a first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. It's second down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Boom! And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Buccaneers.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First down and goal to go.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here is first and goal. Now Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here comes 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.